Corpbiz.
Hello everyone, my name is Sushri Das and today I am here to give you an overview of BIS for amplifiers. Firstly, let's discuss the basic concept of BIS certification. BIS certification assures consumers regarding the quality standards of the product. The BIS certification provides guarantee against the safety of the product. BIS certification is compulsory for manufacturers of electronic products such as automatic data processing machines, printers, UPS, speakers, amplifiers, and much more electronic products in India. Without this certificate, producers cannot sell their electronic products in the Indian market. Even for foreign and international brands who seek to import or trade in India, the BI certification is compulsory prior to the initiation of product trade in India. These electronic products are classified under the BIS CRS, which is also known as the Compulsory Registration Scheme. Now, one might wonder, what is the Compulsory Registration Scheme CRS under BIS? In 2012, the CRS was introduced by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, also known as MeitY, with the consultation of the Bureau of Indian Standards BIS. Under the CRS scheme, manufacturers must register their products before launching them in the Indian market. The BIS registration is necessary for each electronic product listed in the CRS, and all manufacturers, regardless of Indian or foreign, are mandated to apply for BIS CRS registration to import the product in India or to initiate sales in the Indian market. Why do amplifiers require BIS? All amplifiers are tested under the Indian standards as mentioned in the IS 616 2010. This standard applies to each product categorized under audio, video, and all similar electronic safety requirements from BIS, where the standard applies to provide safety by hazards such as electric shocks, overheating, fire, radiation, mechanical issues because of excessive temperatures, impulsions, etc. Now, let's discuss some of the important factors of BIS registration. There are four essential factors for BIS CRS registration in India. 1. Product category. If the manufacturer produces more than one product, they must apply for a separate license application for every product category. For example, if a manufacturer is manufacturing smartwatches and adapters, they must file for two different applications with the BIS. 2. Manufacturer. BIS license is granted only to domestic manufacturers of the applied product. The trader, importer, retailer are not eligible for BIS licenses. They can act as a AIR, that is authorized Indian representative in India, in case of the manufacturer does not have their offices in India. However, the license is granted only on behalf of the manufacturer. 3. Brand of the product. The manufacturer producing the same product for more than one brand has to apply for a separate BIS license. If the manufacturer is manufacturing amplifiers for brand X and brand Y, they have to apply for two separate licenses. 4. Address of the manufacturer. The BIS license is issued to the manufacturer for each individual premises. If the address of the manufacturer changes, a new BIS license is required to be applied for. If the manufacturer has more than one manufacturing address for the same product, then separate BIS licenses are needed to be applied for each individual site. Now let's focus on the documents that are required for obtaining BIS for amplifiers. Following are some of the essential documents required for obtaining a BIS amplifier in India. Filed CDF or CCL form, duly filled BIS application form, scope of business licenses, both in English translations and the local language, business license of the manufacturing unit, both in English translation and in the local language, ISO certificate of the manufacturer, marking label or information of the marking of the product, authorization letter if the signatory person is other than the head of the manufacturing, the trademark certificate, Trademark authorization letter if the trademark is owned by anyone other than the manufacturer. The AIR company registration proof in case of foreign manufacturers. Photo ID of the authorized Indian representative or the authorized signatory. PCB layout, block diagram, circuit diagram. Finally, we shall conclude by discussing the procedure of obtaining the BIS for amplifiers. Following are the steps. Step 1. The first step in the procedure involves submitting the product sample for testing according to the Indian standards IS to BIS authorized laboratories. Step 2. The lab carries out extensive tests on the product sample and accordingly provides the test report of the sample. Step 3. If the test report conforms to the conformity and compliance measures, then the manufacturer or their representative must apply to the regional BIS office via the prescribed Form 6. The BIS lab report is also required to be self-attested along with the documents as mentioned earlier. Step 4. An BIS officer and inspection team will inspect the factory premises, and after carefully examining the report and inspecting the documents submitted, the Bureau of Indian Standards grants the BIS for amplifiers. So that concludes our video on the overview of BIS for amplifiers. For more such information and queries that you may have, contact Corpbiz from the details provided below. At Corpbiz, we have an excellent team of experts who can assist you through various BIS registrations. You can comment down below any of the queries that you may have. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.